Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to get straight into it and we will be doing a reading on messages from your shadow aspects. This came to me as I was on my little adventure today, and I think for me, I have lived most of my life in my shadow aspects. You know, everybody has the light and shadow aspect. It's like the law of polarity, if that's, I think, what it's called. Yes, polarity. So, I wanted to get some messages from your shadow aspects, from your dark side, to see what they have to say. And of course, when I was channeling into this energy and I was kind of like, you know, seeing the overall energy, what messages need to come through, it was this needing, or not needing to, but learning how to transmute your shadow aspects into more light aspects, if that makes sense. But let's see here. Of the collective's energy. And one thing I wanted to say as well, Lord, whatever. Meditation and lead the way. Wow, and both really similar colors. Really similar colors. We've got the North Star there as well. Improvements require persistence. Light your own path. Wow. So I'm feeling like there is a lot to do with internally at the moment. Sorry, I'm cheesing because there's like people around me. I'm literally at a dog park right now, aren't I? But you know what? Whatever. Anyways. So I feel like there's this need to go inwards right now, which it always is. You know, all your shadow aspects and light aspects come from within. But there's something about within your shadow aspects that wants to be brought up right now, that wants to be made aware of. Because if we've got meditation and lead the way, light your own path, there is almost something within your shadow aspects that wants to help you and guide you to being more on your divine path. You know, it might be showing you some things that need to be seen at the moment or something of the sort. Something wants to be illuminated. Let's get more specific with this though. Let's get a little bit more specific. Stop looking around, just do your thing. Just do your thing. Oh my God, I gotta put the camera down. Wait. It's cold out here. Okay, so tell me more about the shadow aspects, please. Interesting. Wow. Ace of Wands and the Star card. My hair be crazy in this wind out here, guys, honestly. There's something within the shadow aspects of yourself that actually wants to, like I said before, like, oh, it's that thing I'm seeing, that wants to put you on a different path, a path that you're not expecting. But like from my experience when it comes to my shadow aspects, right, I knew that there was some shadow aspects within me that didn't want to be seen. And I'm still working through these shadow aspects, but where it's like this fear of being seen, people seeing you, you know, like what's that thing, like imposter syndrome or like things like that. And because of these fears come from your shadow aspects of, you know, maybe being brought up in a home where, you know, you were meant to be seen but not heard kind of thing, you know what I mean? Or, you know, maybe you've gone through humiliation rituals through your life, like shame around being seen, things like that. But there's something within you. I mean, Ace of Wands and the Star. There's something within this that wants to be lit up, like something that wants to be transmuted because they want you to be seen. Like you are meant to be seen, but there is a shadow aspect within that is holding you back from being seen because it might be from fear. Why did that just, the lighting go weird? But, okay, let's see. How can we move through this fear? How can we move through this shadow aspect that wants to be seen? Oh. How can we move through this, please, Spirit? I know I saw one of you flip over. What else? Tripping. Five of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, Six of Cups, Page of Cups, and Strength. Wow, that is very clear. Okay, so the way to move through this, right? We've got this Five of Pentacles and the Hanged Man here with the Six of Cups. There's a story being told throughout this. Five of Pentacles. There is an aspect of yourself, like I said before, that, what in the flippin' heck? That maybe was just left out in the cold, right? Like when you were growing up, it might have been, and I say growing up because a lot of your shadow aspects come from your childhood, and it might be something really minor that you weren't even aware of, something in high school or primary school, whatever school you went to, but something about being left out and people not including you in things per se, or maybe not wanting to hear you, like just completely leaving you out of things. And what Spirit is asking you is, with the Hanged Man, the Six of Cups, and Six of Cups represents, you know, the past, of course, but I feel like it also represents reciprocity and giving to you. So, but mainly from the past is a lot of what people symbolize that around. But with the Hanged Man, it's a perspective shift. Spirit is asking you to go back to the past, go back to when you were a child, because we have this Page of Cups here as well. So perhaps when you were a child, you were very confident. You were really outgoing, really confident, really outspoken, like, you know, you didn't really care about anything. And then, you know, people saw that, people didn't like that, so people wanted to bring you to their level, and they wanted to tell you, no, there's no being confident around here, there's no being seen around here. Spirit's asking you, go back to that and let her be seen. See her, sorry, him, her, gender neutral. It's just because I'm, you know, a feminine, so I'm speaking from feminine energy. But go back to that child within and let them be seen. Oh my days, why are you coming over here? Hi. Hello. What are you doing? Hi, sweetie. I ain't got no food. Okay, back to it. Slight disruption from somebody staring at me over there with his two dogs, but it's fine, okay, whatever. Let them see. That's what I'm saying. Let them see. Anyway, so what Spirit is asking you is, like I've said, I think 4 times now, is to go back to that child and allow them to be seen. In a lot of child healing meditations and things like that, in the meditation, you go and put yourself with that child in a scenario where you can remember these things occurring, and just speaking to her as yourself now and letting her know that it's okay, because you've also got, you know, with the Page of Cups and the Strength here, allowing your inner child to shine and allowing her to be seen is going to heal you in so many ways. And with this Strength here as well, you know, it's like, I feel like this is you, and then this lion is, it is that boldness, it is that confidence within you that wants to be nurtured at this time. You know, your child within you really wants to be nurtured at this time. And so Spirit's asking you to go to her and nurture her and let her know that you are safe to be seen, you are safe to be heard. And within this, smell marijuana. Anyways, Yeah, and within this, you will be able to tap into different aspects of that inner child, because when you transmute something from being a shadow aspect, being a fearful aspect, into being a light aspect, what you're doing is transmuting it and pivoting the energy. So instead of using this energy as like, oh, like I don't want to be seen, like I'm too scared to be seen, like, you know, what if people judge me, what if people, you know, shame me or something like that, you then ask this aspect of yourself that's been what's the word? Like socially structured in this way? Whatever, something along those lines. It's not really coming to me, but, and then asking it, how else can we utilize this energy? Because if we can't really just get rid of something, you need to turn it into something else. So instead of saying like, you know, there was an aspect of my inner child that she had really bad anxiety and she would get really, really scared about things, really, really bad. And so it took a lot of healing to heal this aspect of myself. But, you know, in the end, when it was like, okay, like, how else can we now use this energy? It was like, she just wanted to like dance more. You know, at this age where the anxiety started growing, it was when she was the most expressive, the most active, the most wanting to dance and sing. And like, you know, the people in my life didn't allow me to sing and dance out loud. That was just not how it was in my home. And so with that, I then, you know, transmuted that into something else. So let's see what other messages we have for you here. Pentacles. What else, spirits? What else do I need for advice? That guy was so strange. That was so strange. Can you see him there? He's getting in his car, I think. Interesting. Okay, so for your last messages here, we have the Nine of Pentacles, the Hermit, Nine of Swords, and the Emperor. 9 here is closing out a cycle. Okay, this is the... No way. And the Hermit is also a number 9. That's crazy. 999. Closing out a cycle. So right now, this shadow aspect within you that wants to be seen, that wants to be creative. Are you coming over here, King? No, he's not. That wants to be seen, that wants to be creative, right? So they're asking you, of course, go within. Go within, because there's a lot of contentment and abundance to be found within you at this time. And they really want you to find this. And then with that, you're going to be able to find a lot of structure and healing within these moments that you have where you might be in your head a little bit and things like that. Okay, we got a lot of people coming out here now. Just with this, it's going to help you come to a lot of clarity within your mind and be able to give you this power to take lead and to start taking control of your life in a way that you could expect, or in more of a way than you originally are. You know, that was horrible. It's going to... because, you know, we had that Star and the Ace of Wands. It's going to bring you more... Sorry, my words are getting thrown off because there's just so much things going on around me at this moment. You're going to come into a lot more contentment, a lot more joy, and you're going to have a lot of creative ideas come up. And you're going to be able to have the power to know what to do with these creative ideas, is what Spirit is saying. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Again, I hope this wasn't too chaotic, and thank you.